Hey everyone, day 15 of our Lavish Letters. Today's message is a special one that's just going to help you realize that you don't have to carry the weight or the burdens that you may be carrying right now. The title, How May I Help You? How may I help you? Drop your worries off at my doorstep, and I will deal with them accordingly. It is my pleasure to work things out for you. Imagine you're traveling through the airport with a good friend and you have an uncomfortably heavy bag to carry. A good friend would offer to help to carry it for you because you know they love you. You'd receive their help. Even if you should lose sight of them along the way, you could trust that your luggage will end up in the right destination because your friend cares for the things that concern you. Oh, dear child, can you trust me like this with your burdens? Will you release your worries to me and trust that I know your final destination? I have a beautiful plan for you. I want to take your weighty baggage and carry it for you. It's actually my pleasure. You can trust me with the things that concern you. The same joy and relief you feel when a friend carries your luggage to the airport can be found in allowing me to carry the burdens of your heart. You know, I read this and I thought about a woman who I use the Les Mills on demand app for workouts. And so, we have a Facebook page and everything else for support. And a woman wrote in today, and really after I read her post, I was just dumbfounded and just left in a state of shock. So what started out as a year where her husband and her had made a decision to work out together. She had discovered the Les Mills app and gave up her membership, and her husband was just thrilled that they would be working out together at home. And on January 19th, he signed up to do a race of some kind. And just that day, he ended up having an allergic reaction to something that closed his airway. And his heart stopped for 15 minutes, she said. So that was on the 19th. And she said on Saturday, which would have been, I think, the 25th, he took his last breath. And I read that message and I thought, shocking. You know, she went on to say that she is still in a state of shock, trying to make sense of everything that's just happened because it happened so fast. And she said, I know I have long nights and, nothing makes sense. Life just doesn't even seem worth living. But she was thankful for a community that she knew she could vent to. And I thought, my goodness, the devastation of just her trying to pull herself together and realizing, she said, I lost my soulmate. So maybe your situation isn't about the death of someone, but maybe you're dealing with a sickness, or your child is sick, or your spouse is dealing with some stuff, or maybe you lost your job. All these shocking things that we think we are ready for sometimes, but when they actually do happen, it just takes us by surprise, and the storm and the heaviness and the weight of trying to make sense of it all and trying to see where God is in all of it. And he's asking you, how may I help you? So if the burden is too heavy, say, Jesus, I need you to give me strength. Jesus, I need you to speak. I need you to tell me that it's going to be okay. Because I'm trusting in your plan, and I'm trusting that you work all things for my good. And it's in those times that it's when things are so heavy and we can't see past 5 minutes. And sometimes forgetting that we can breathe through some things to think clearly. Just know that he wants to carry that burden for you, and you don't have to do it alone. So I encourage you to lean on him, because he's so much bigger. He sees the whole picture. We only see what's in front of us. And answer the question, how may I help you? Today's Bible verse is Psalms 36, verse 7, the Passion Translation. It says, "O God, how extravagant is your cherishing love. All mankind can find a hiding place under the shadow of your wings." I hope the message encouraged you, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 16.